We are
I
starting
also
turn
have,
2 of
I've
the
also
game.
got, when I cross a river, I have to stop.
So far,
So I
Chris has
already
advanced.
am in a position where I really want to be aggressive, but I also think I have to get um, I've got to start bringing myself into position to do something, and I have not effectively prepared myself for that aggression.
And
But we'll
Chris,
figure it out.
Chris has eliminated a couple of my units, one of which I tried to bring back using a card onto the reinforcement track. On a delayed entry, I rolled a 5, which unfortunately he won't come back till turn 6.
We'll figure it out.
So we're in a pretty bad
Oh,
situation
well,
here.
I'm not doing too bad.
I moved from Octon to Liege here to kind of protect that area. Uh,
Well, I guess I just have to do this, right?
and we will resume the game.
Okay, so I'll start by making a tactical move with the. Well, I think the other. I've got to see if you're allowed to move into the west wall or not.
Me or you?
You. I've
I
got to
think
see
I
if I have to
am.
worry about that. Your armored corps there looping around behind if I move my army out.
From what I read earlier, I can move in, but it doesn't give me the defensive bonus like you get.
I can what?
It looks like I can move in from what I read, but the Germans get defense on it where I don't.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah. So that is. Yeah. So before I do that. Oh well, you know what? I have to remember. I will. All right. I'm going to play a G1 card to transfer a corps from my headquarters to an army.
And I won't be able to see that, right?
That's right.
Because it's in your OOB.
Right. And I will then play a second G1 card to detach a corps from an army. I'll detach from the 15th Army to Losheim.
Just to ask a real quick question.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What you did with the first card, could you do 2 of those in a row and transfer it directly from one army to another, or do you have to wait a turn in between?
You do not have to wait a turn. You could do that. Yes, I could have played a G1 card to move a card from, say, the 15th Army to the headquarters, and then played a second one to take that same corps and put it in one of my other armies.
Okay.
Yes. You could spend an entire turn doing nothing but G1 actions and moving your units around if you needed to. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to play a G3 card for a tactical move, and I'm going to move the 15th Army to Aachen, where it has to stop. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to move the 15th Army to Aachen. I'm going to. Liege is a city and an army. 'Army. 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 ' Yeah, I will go to Aachen. And
And Aachen is one of the 3 possible objectives.
yes, if I chose
that one objective out of the 3, yeah.
if I chose Operation Aachen, then I need
yeah, if you chose that, you would need a depot as well. And the depots are the big round circles.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
I would need Aachen and either Liege or Namur. I
So
think,
you
but
can
I'd have,
occupy those, but I cannot occupy yours, as you told me before, right?
I don't have depots. I had the headquarters. Nobody can occupy. I can't move into your 12th Army Group headquarters or your 21st headquarters.
Okay, what's the depot again?
The depot is Liege and Namur are the only depots on the map. Those are supply centers.
Okay.
They're indicated by that greenish circle around them. The greenish half circle.
Okay.
And the headquarters are also supply sources, but we're not allowed to invade each other's headquarters location.
Okay.
All right. See, I think I'm already losing my momentum here, but I think I can figure it out.
That's why I keep asking you questions to throw it off.
No, I don't mean my train of thought. I mean, like, my operational momentum here. Like, I had that big breakout. It's like, what do I do now? Well, I think I have really no choice. I think I'm going to just have to make another tactical move, and I'll move the 6th Army up. I need to get one of those markers that indicates that I have Bastogne. And good God, Miss Molly. Yeah, one space. Okay. Hey, I may have given you some misinformation earlier. I think I might have told you that your paratroop unit can only move 1 space, but that's not true. It can move 2 spaces.
Okay.
For a tactical move. So your forces are always eligible to move 2 spaces tactically and up to 3 spaces strategically.
Okay.
All right.
I don't remember you telling me that. But hey, one quick question: where's the victory point track on here?
There is no victory point track. You wait until the game ends or until somebody surrenders. So if I chose walked on rhyme, if I accomplish my conditions, then when the turn ends, I just say I won the game, and I show you that that was my card. So if I had chosen walked on rhyme and I ended my turn in control of either Antwerp or Brussels and Liege or Namur, I would just say, oh, I win now. Otherwise, at the end of the game, I've either obtained my victory conditions or I haven't. And then there are victory levels for casualties. And if my thing is Operation Aachen, where I have to control Aachen and a depot, if I have an army in each of those two places, I'll get an extra victory level. And if you played the Patton, the commit third army event, I'll get an extra victory level. So it'll move my victory from draw to German victory to major German victory.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at the commit U.S. Third Army card and how it said if you selected.
Right.
Aachen.
Now, you may find yourself in a situation where you think it's grim enough that you have to commit the third army, even though it gives up a victory level.
Right.
I don't actually think you are, but well, I don't know. It's not like I've played this game a ton. I tend to always use the third army because I like Patton a lot. All right, so those cards are played, and is there one other thing that I want to do here? I'm being so cautious, but I think that that's okay. I'm going to play another tactical move. I'm only playing that as a generic move card. I'm not using the event.
Okay.
And I'm going to move the 7th Army forward a whopping 1 space. And my last play, I'm going to play this again just as a generic card, not as the event. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to reconstitute a corps. If you remember, during a battle, I lost a step on one of my corps in the 6th Army. So I'm reconstituting that. And that was that just seems like after that huge first turn I had, I should have been able to do a little more than that, but it is what it is. So it is the Allied game turn. Let me just drag my cards off the map here. All right. Lead on, Macduff. All right, I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Where are you going today?
I'm sorry?
Where are you going today?
Some friends and I are going down to Columbia to play some lock and load and all kinds of crazy games.
Nice. I got an uncle in Columbia.
Oh,
I
really?
keep thinking I
sorry,
should
Columbia.
do a Columbia, Columbia, South Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking I should take a trip down to see him and hang out with. So there's a bunch of you guys down that part of the world, and
Let me read
you're doing the G3
Let me
as
rethink
a
this.
tactical move.
Let me rethink this for just a second because I got my brain out of whack here.
You just put your depot, your garrison back. Oop, shit. Shoot.
See, I don't like leaving Liege. I don't want to attack with that Ninth Army there. But you're saying that.
Well, remember, you don't have to leave. You can attack and drive me back or damage me. You're not obligated to advance.
Okay.
Now, if you attack, you're going to attack across a river, so you're going to be only able to engage 2 corps, if you remember how that mechanic goes.
Right.
But again, you know, I'm not in the greatest position there. And if you attack with if you do have enough G3 cards to attack from both sides, I think you've got a pretty good chance of beating me back. And then that would open up. You could pull your that 3-2 armor core you got there. That's a pretty good unit.
Yeah, he's toast right now. Okay, that sounds good.
Well, he's toast if I want to spend. You see, like, yeah, he's if I want to, he's toast. But how many of my cards do I want to play to deal with 1 core in my rear area? You know,
Right.
like that. What good does that do me getting Eisenborn? That guy's a real pain in my neck right now. The fact that he exists there.
Okay, so we'll attack with the Ninth Army against your 5th.
All right, sounds good. So we'll go to the battle board.
Okay.
And I do have a good army. All right, then the 5th is a good force for me.
I figured you were transferring stuff in there.
No, I left the 5th alone because the 5th. So for me to be mobile, I need to have tanks only in my armies. But now, any damage I take here, I'm going to take from armor. You know, that's a very typical German World War II thing. Is like, do you really want to lose your armor points, your armor steps?
Okay, and only 2.
So all the units in the army come onto the board,
Okay.
but only 2 of them come forward to be the main battle group. And then I think you have 3 in that army, right? Or maybe you detached a corps.
Nope, they're all on that army.
Yeah. So the way it goes is these 2 come to the front here,
Okay.
and this guy goes in the back there. So he's still available to take losses and whatnot. But you're only able to attack with 2 initially.
Okay.
So now we're going to secretly commit cards. And so the way you do that is, if you have any cards you want to commit, you mask them and pull them out onto the battle map, like I'm doing here. And then once we've made our decisions about what cards to commit, we'll reveal them. So I will be firing first as the defender. If you have a G2 card and play it, then that lets you fire first. But if I have a G2 card and play it, that takes the tactical advantage back on my side.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, so now we reveal our cards. So I tried to fake you out. So you can't use the... Oh, yes, you can. You can use it in any weather. Good, okay. All right, very good. That was smart. So you got me to burn a G2 card, because I just assumed you would try to take the tactical advantage. All right, so then I'm going to roll first with 6 dice.
Okay.
Defending, and then you're going to take whatever losses I inflict, and then you're going to roll with however many dice you have left for attack, plus your 2 close air support dice.
Okay. Just don't roll 6s and I'll be fine.
Yes. Oh, that is bad news for you. That is harsh. No, now hold on, because you're going to get to... Oh, no, you're not defending, you're attacking. Yeah, okay. So you have an army in this battle, so you only have to take one of those retreats, but you are At the end of this, you're going to have to retreat one, or take another hit. But first, you'll make your attack.
Okay.
So you're going to get 1, 2. Hell, let me just. I'm not sure if you have to take the losses from those front units or not. I don't think you. I think you can use that that unengaged unit to absorb one of those hits.
Apply all 6s during step 7. Yeah, it doesn't say. I was just thinking because he's in the front across the river that he would be the one that take the hit. All right, so 3 plus 2, which is 5 dice back.
No, I'm sorry. All engaged units must suffer 1 hit before any unengaged unit
Okay.
can suffer 1. So they do. So if there were 3 hits, you would not have to eliminate a core.
Okay.
All right. So now you're going 1, 2, 3, 4 dice.
And all 6s? Or not?
That's horrible.
I got a straight. What's a straight
I
count?
don't think I've ever seen such terrible luck. All right. Well, so that's bad news for you. So now you took 2 retreats. You can shrug one of them off because you're an army. The other retreat you can either take and retreat, or you can take a hit and stay in place. And what cards you have left probably is the determining factor about that. If you have another movement card in your hand, it's probably better to retreat and then come back or something like that.
Yeah, I think I would do that. So we will retreat or withdraw from the whole thing.
And I don't get to advance because I wasn't attacking.
Right. Well, we tried to save you boys in Elsonborn.
Man, that was ugly. All right, so I'm going to send your. So the patent praise for weather card, that's done. So I just sent that to the remove deck.
Okay.
And I'm going to send my victorious forces back home. All right. So you retreated and then played this G3 card to move back, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're still in pretty good shape for defending Liege. Liege is a city, and you're an army. So if I attack you, you'll be able to, when you're in Liege, you'll be able to shrug off up to 2 hits, and you'll also be able to ignore 1 retreat. So it's still going to be a pain for me to dig you out of there, and I'm attacking across the river.
Okay.
So, you had been weakened some, but still.
Hold on for 1 second. I think I was being too loud. 1 second.
Yep.
All right, so I think I'm going to do a strategic move here. And come up to here.
Strategic move with what card?
The G4 I just placed down.
Oh, hell, are we out of sync? You might be out of sync. No, I saw you move your piece. You moved your core into
Oh, I put
Namur.
my card into the out of battle window there. So okay.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I'll move it to the side here.
You know what? I want to. I'm not sure if. Yeah, I think you can do that.
So is that 2-2 unit supposed to be part of a bigger core? Like the
That's a core. You could use a G1 card to bring him back to the British 21st headquarters and then assign it to an army. But the British don't have a lot of forces. That's like a late game thing usually.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no more chits for the British guys.
I think one of your, if you look in your order of battle map in the reinforcement units, one of those units should be a British corps.
Okay.
So if you were to play that card that brings in those two corps, then that British corps would go to the 21st Army Group headquarters, and you could either send it directly to the map as a corps, or you could put it in the British Second Army, and then the Second Army unit would appear on the British headquarters thing. And then you could pull the other British corps back into the headquarters and assign it to that army also.
Okay. Very cool.
And so, you know what? I completely I forgot to do my planning. I needed to draw a card.
Yeah, we start talking.
So okay, let me do that now. So, and I've already played a G2 card and a friction card.
Okay.
Um,
And I've got one card left, but I'm not going to play it this turn.
Okay, then you'd be doing your planning now at this point also.
I'm just going to take a look at this now. This one is a defensive card, so it can be used as a strategic move, combat support. Okay.
So, yeah, so you're going to be drawing 5, and I'm going to be drawing 6 because I already played a card that I would have had in my hand. So.
Oh, I get 5 cards this turn. I don't know why I draw 4.
Oh, did you only draw 4?
Yeah, but it's fine.
At the end of last time?
Yeah, and I lost.
Oh, well. So if you want to pull a card in and use it this turn, you can. If there's something else you would have done.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, those kinds of mistakes.
Yeah.
Like losing a card, that can be painful.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much I can do right now. I can't do anything with the guys in Elsenborn just yet until I get some strength built up. The 9th Army, they did.
So if nothing else, take a G1, pretend that you had a G1 card and reconstitute one of your damaged cards.
Okay. Okay, done.
Yeah, I think I just have to kind of go crazy here.
Uh-oh.
And try to not smack you around. So. I think that we are unsynced. Or do you still see me? I lost my connection.
I lost my connection too.
All right, so I'm gonna make a whole nother room.
Okay. So I must have hit the power button on the Vassal server.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. All right, so.
Yeah, 5 cards is much better than 4.
Yeah, so we're synced. So I'm seeing that currently you have 2 cards in your hand.
Yes, I just put another one in.
Yeah, right. And don't forget these cards that are on the map are available for you also. I'm going to send them back to your deck.
Okay, thank you.
and tell me when you're done drawing cards, and I'll do the weather roll.
I'm starting to read some of the text on these. This is they're a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I have the expansion pack that I've never even used, and it's not, they don't have them in Vassal. One of my projects for when I have more time is to learn how to do Vassal modules, and I want to add the expansion to this module.
Did you see the video that Joel Toppin did on how to do
I've
Vassal
seen
modules?
that they exist. I haven't watched them yet.
It's not easy.
I'm very
I'll tell you
excited.
that. I'm a computer guy. I'm not like a developer or anything like that, but I do networking and stuff like that. And I've tried to work around with that. It takes a lot of patience, and I think the biggest thing that's missing is getting the graphics from the designers. Sometimes
Right.
I think Victory Point games would be easy to work with, but
I think so too. Yeah. All right. So you ready for the weather roll?
let's see. One more card.
Well, it shows me that you now have 7 cards in your hand. Is that wrong?
We've got the Friction of War cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're right. So I will discard the Friction of War card.
No, the Friction of War card always comes in. There's no discarding the Friction of War card. That's why it's the Friction of War, because you can't avoid it.
Let's see. Okay. I'm glad you checked that. Okay.
All right. Weather roll. No change in weather. All right.
Next time I'm rolling it.
So, that's fine.
I think you get some dumb dice.
5s and 6s.
You're palming it somehow.
You ever see? I've watched videos on YouTube of guys that can roll dice. They can just roll any number. Here, I'm gonna roll an 11. Bang. I'm gonna roll 6. Bang. It's like, they know how to do that somehow. It's pretty impressive. All right, then let's get some fighting started. The first thing I'm going to do is make a tactical move with the 15th Army. I'm going to hop up there. I'm going to put this marker down to indicate that I control Aachen. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with the 6th Army. But I'm going to use this just as a generic attack. I'm not going to use the event context here. So the 6th Army is going to go ahead and attack you in Namur.
Okay.
Is that really? Hang on, let me see if I want to use that event or not.
Oh, this is the Piper event. Okay. Because I saw another card that was dependent on the Piper event.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know if I need it here or not. I just need to. Oh no, you're in the city. I'm using the event. So I'm getting the +1, and then that card you have, you can play. But I need to try to get you out of here. So we go to the
surprise.
Battle
I
board.
just blew the bridge, man.
You might have. You might have. We go to the battle board, and you. Now, I have to see if the garrison fights as part of this. I assume it does. Let me look that up. 10.9. Yes, so the garrison is fighting. Yeah, this is going to be. Well, I should be okay. So, what's this? Okay, so you're doing this in response to me playing the G3 card.
That's correct.
Okay, so then we. But wait a minute though. You cannot. You can't do that to negate an event.
Okay.
You can only do it if it's the generic G3 thing. Let me check that. Yeah, you can't cancel each other's events using cancel cards.
Okay, if I take that card back?
Yeah, right, of course.
Man.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm virtually certain that's correct. Okay, so any other cards? So any other cards that you got, we play at this time. Do you have anything you want to play? Mine are all out, so you don't have to mask them. You just drag them in.
I've got cards I want to use, but even if I use them for their base value, I will lose the event attached to that card. So
no, only if you can. So in other words, you could play that G4 card as a combat support and not lose the event. It'll go back to your deck.
can you use multiple G4s?
No, one G4, one G2, and one G3 air support per battle.
All right, so we're looking at 3, 2. Oh, that's bad.
And don't forget how the G2 thing works, right? Like you have tactical advantage right now.
Right.
But if I play a G2 card, I'll take the tactical advantage. But if you also play one, then you cancel my tactical advantage.
You're coming across the river, but you've only got 2 units there, so it doesn't matter. So
that's right.
Okay. Unmasking.
So that G defensive battle, if you're defending U.S. unit in this battle, reduce the number of hits or retreats it suffers by 1. I'm not sure if a garrison unit counts as it. Let me see what it says about garrisons.
Is it a garrison by itself? No, it's got a unit in there.
It is, but that's a British unit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that can apply here. I think you have to save that for
another day.
Battle.
Okay.
Which whatever. That'll still help you later.
Okay.
All right. So I'm unmasking my card. So I have seized the tactical advantage, and hopefully I will drive you out of there before you're able to do anything about it. But I don't know. So I get. So because of the Piper event, I get +1 to each of my panzers. So I'm going to have 8 dice here.
You know, I'm starting to think you have a lot of built-up aggression here.
Yeah, I think I'm an angry man. So that was not as good as my previous rolls, but it was pretty good.
Why am I not seeing
So
that?
it's 2 retreats and a hit. Now you are in a city, so you can shrug off 1 hit or 1 retreat. So you're
I'll shrug off.
so you've got to take 3 damage of some kind,
Right.
So you could you can do that however you want. You've got a total of 3 steps. So that we'll see what happens at the end of this. You don't have to take the retreats yet, so you can fire back first before you have to decide what to do about those 2 retreats.
Okay. I do have to take 1 hit though, right?
You either have to take the hit or shrug the hit off.
But I don't.
So actually, it probably makes more sense to shrug the hit off and deal with the retreats later.
Okay.
Because you'll get an extra die that way, right?
Yep.
So now, yeah, right. So you still have 2 retreats to deal with, but now you get to fire back. And so again, the garrison's not a core, so you'll get 2 dice for the core, plus 1 for the combat support, plus 1 for the garrison. So you'll roll 4 dice. Oh, it continues. That's horrific. All right. So now you have 2 retreats, which you can take both of them as hits and stay in place, or you can retreat 1 space and you can retreat 1 space and take 1 of them as a hit, or you can take 2 hits and keep a reduced core in Namur.
Whew. Take 2 hits and keep a reduced core in Namur. Oh, he needs some support.
Well, so in other words, let me just. So you've got 2 hits that you have to take. You have 2 retreats at this point with those 3 things, right? You've shrugged off 1 of the hits, so you can only retreat a maximum of 1 space. So you could. Oh no, the garrison can't retreat, right? So you should just take the garrison. That's 1 of the retreats, and then with this British Corps, you can either retreat or you can take a hit and stay in place, which is what I think you did. Does that make sense? And then this garrison unit goes over here in case I ever actually manage to take control of Namur. Okay, so now I have blown my piper. Well, I did get a lot of dice out of it. I can't complain. Well, so this was not originally what I had planned, but I'm going to go ahead and attack Namur again, because I'd be crazy not to.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see a pattern here for your objectives.
All right, and so once again, we've got a battle going on here. And so now we mask and commit any cards that we want. I will send none. All right, you go ahead and reveal that.
1 second here. Okay. Can you see that? Okay.
I see the card, but it's still masked.
1 and so I can do that.
No, it's bad weather, so you can't do air support.
Okay.
And
Do we start in bad weather?
yeah, we do. Oh, where'd that other card you just had go?
I put it back in my hand.
Yeah, you could. This is a. So you can't use the Air Force card.
Okay.
You could use that other card if you want to. This is
Okay.
oh, that's a good event. I didn't realize the Americans had that event. So you're only using it as a combat support right now. So you have tactical advantage. You fire first. You get 2 dice. Oh my God! I think your computer's broken. And I get 6. All right. So you're going to have to retreat 1 and then take that retreat as a loss. So you just have to put that in the eliminated pile. I move into Nammer. You're going to have to manually move your G4 card back to your available cards. The buttons don't allow that. Well, Piper finally broke out.
Oops. I grabbed your unit by accident. What is going on? Where did that army go? I must have grabbed him by accident and drug him out, not realizing it.
Yeah, there's the card that you need to. You can still use that card. That goes into your available cards.
All
right. Now, what else do I have up my sleeve? I'm going to do a strategic move with the 7th Army. Try to get them into position. Oh, and I've got to bring this control depot marker back. And I was going to actually do something completely different with this card, but I think at this point I'm going to attack Eisenborn with the 5th Army. Try to get that. See, I was originally, I thought I'd get Namor on my first attack. I was going to try a double attack against Lee. I thought I'd get both depots in one turn. So excited about myself. All right, so I'm going to pull your core from Eisenborn. Oh, you did it great. And I'm going to bring my 5th Panzer Army in. As you can see, I have no cards left in my hand, so you can play any cards you want to this battle. You can't use an air support card, but and I'm only allowed to send. So you have the tactical advantage. You don't have to worry about losing that. And okay, so go ahead and reveal. Yeah, that's right. And since I knew that was in your hand, this was probably a mistake. Okay, so you fire first with 2 dice.
3. You're
Two,
attacking
because
me,
you're
that's right.
defending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a clear, like clear the dice out first. So
Okay.
that's the fake one roll, and then we're going to do the real one now. Oh shit! There's a
It's too
6.
bad. Why don't we just take that?
Okay, I got a 2 and a 4. No, it's fine. All right, so we got a 2 and a 4.
All right. So that was a big
So
nothing. So now I'm rolling 4 dice. I actually need to get another one of my famous big rolls
There
here.
we go.
5 and a 6. So you get to ignore one of them. So you have to take a hit or retreat. And since you can't retreat, that means you have to take a hit.
Okay with that.
But that was not such a terrible thing.
I'm glad I had that card there.
Yeah.
And that was a one-time use card, so I am discarding 2 remove cards.
Yes. All right. And so that is the end of the German turn. I now have to draw cards, and I'm only drawing 6 now. So you got to leave in 20 minutes. It might make sense for us to stop it here rather than start your turn.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, whatever you think.
That'd be good. I gotta take a shower and stuff like that too. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll pull my cards in, and then I'll make a save game, and we'll figure out a time to keep going.
okay, that sounds good.